We are back with more on this morning's breaking jobs news. The just released unemployment report shows 916,000 jobs were added in March, with unemployment now ticking down to 6%. Joining us now to discuss, Cecilia Rouse. She is the chair of the White House Council of Economic Advisors. Thank you for joining us. First, I want to get your reaction to this big number.
Look, this number was so encouraging. It was good news for the country, good news for the American people. It really suggests that, the confidence is building in us, the fact that we're getting to the other side of this pandemic. That said, I do want to emphasize that while this was fabulous data for 1 month, we are not there yet. What we still know is that we're 8.4 million jobs fewer than we were at this time last year. And so we still have quite a long way to go. That said, we are certainly encouraged. Many people have asked, so if we see the economy picking up, do we really need to be making further investments? And I just want to emphasize that the American Rescue Plan was so important for encouraging this kind of growth, for encouraging the widespread use of vaccinations, giving people the confidence that we can get this economy back on track. But we do know that even last year, this time, there were some structural problems in our economy. We hadn't been investing in infrastructure. Our prosperity was not widely shared. And that is still will be work that remains to be done.
Could the size of the American Rescue Plan, because it went far beyond broadening out vaccinations, could it end up standing in the way of the infrastructure bill? The American Rescue Plan, while absolutely needed, is only temporary. A temporary solution. And that infrastructure bill, those are long-term solutions, and they both have very big price tags on them.
Well, they are, but they're designed to do different things. This economic crisis had its roots in a pandemic. This was a once-in-a-century pandemic, which has had economic reverberations around the world. It was necessary for us to put the federal resources towards getting the vaccinations developed and distributed and into people's arms. In the meantime, people needed to have the funds to put food on the table, to pay their back rent. State and local governments needed the aid that they needed in order to help make all of this work as well. We needed to get kids back into school. So the American Rescue Plan is designed to do exactly that. But this country has not made the kinds of long-term investments that are so necessary for growth. So the jobs plan is not designed to spend quickly. It's designed to be spent out over time and to make those critical investments in our economy so that we remain the strong economic power that we should be and have been for decades.
An investment in reskilling, helping people get higher skilled, higher paying jobs would certainly put us on a better path. But in the immediate, do we actually risk, I know it sounds crazy, having a labor shortage when it comes to some of the lowest wage jobs? Just this week, one of the largest hospitality CEOs in the country said he can't find hourly workers. And those he has, he's having to pay bonuses to because they don't want to come back to work.
Well, I haven't seen that in the data yet. Our lowest wage workers and, the American people, we haven't seen wage growth over the last several decades. So that is part of what the American Jobs Plan is about, is actually about improving wages and ensuring that people can, earn a good living with just one job. So, the fact that our lowest wage workers may be paying a bit more, I actually think that's a good thing rather than a bad thing.
Can our businesses afford to pay more? The fact that we have seen corporate America do phenomenally well, look at the markets, yet they're arguing we can't pay our workers more. Can't they?
Well, it goes to the heart of President Biden's plan. The idea is to be investing in our infrastructure, which includes people, so that people have better jobs that are better paying jobs with more job security. Meanwhile, we have to pay for that. And so he proposes that we do that by making our tax system more fair. We do know that corporations have been making lots of profits over the last several years. And so as part of his plan, it is to make corporate taxes fairer, which is really about rolling back even just part of the 2019 tax cuts for corporations and for our richest Americans, so that our prosperity is widely shared and so that this plan is fiscally responsible.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.